time for the Fan Connection presented by AT&T. Every week, we invite you, the listener, to connect with us by submitting your questions. The best way to grow the game of soccer in the U.S. is to keep asking questions and keep talking about this sport we all love. At AT&T, connecting changes everything. And on USLNT, our connections with you will help grow the game. Okay, it's everyone's favorite time of the week, certainly Jordan's favorite time of the week, AT&T Fan Connection. I hear, Jordan, you have some heat for Landon. But before we get to that, how are you?
I'm wonderful. Thanks so much for asking.
No soccer jersey today?
Oh, yeah, I just noticed that.
Well, you know what? Last week you forgot to ask me, so today I didn't even bother.
Oh, are you feeling bad? Okay, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Today feels like casual Mondays. Is that what?
It's all black everything Monday
All
is
black
what we have
everything.
going on. Yeah.
Love it.
It's my goth look. All right. Okay, I'll give you something nice just to warm you up a little bit.
Before the naughty.
So this one's from Adam via email. He says, as a lifelong fan of DC United, I appreciate you shining light on the horrible ownership. As fans, we have little impact on affecting ownership changes aside from boycotts and not buying merch. So for your program to put DC United on blast on how awful and pathetic these owners are may be the only way to get the ball rolling to get them to sell.
He said Adam?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he said he's a lifelong fan, right? And so he's seen what this club can be.
Yeah.
And that's what's hard. If this is who you were for 30 years in MLS, you're just kind of like, is what it is. I mean, I hate to say it, Tim, because you played for him, but like the Rapids have a little bit of that. It's like, not going to go crazy and spend and just be, but they've seen the glory days. Adam's seen the glory days. He knows what this can be. And so, like, we're not here to effectuate change. We say it like we see it. It's not good, man. And I don't like it because I love that club and I love when they're a good part of the league.
Okay, Landon, here we go. This one's from Bethany via email.
Okay, Bethany.
Landon, you hit a nerve. So I clearly needed to send y'all a quick note regarding Michelle Kang's investment.
Oh.
I'm bothered that in the same breath you praise her support and all that it will do for the women's game and then add, hey, can we get this on the men's side? Haven't you had it from the jump? U.S. women's national team have been the standard bearer for U.S. soccer for decades, despite lack of resources and support from its federation, to the point that they had to sue just to get equitable treatment. You want an investor? Go get one.
All right. So let me break this down, Bethany. So you said it yourself. You said, haven't they had that support from U.S. soccer? The men. Yes, they have from U.S. soccer. What they haven't had, to my knowledge, and I've been in it my whole adult life, is a Michelle Kang who came in and said, and Tim said this perfectly last week, here's the money, but guess what comes with the money? My ideas, my decisions. I'm going to tell you how to invest it, what to do. U.S. soccer has given the men's team plenty of resources and has not adequately, in my mind, provided the women the same resources. And I've publicly changed my mind on my whole view of that. What the men's side needs is somebody who's willing to come in and say, this is not working, especially from a youth development perspective. And this is how we're going to change it. And here, if you don't want to change it, fine. But that 55 million it's not coming in. So I understand why it hit a nerve, but you're conflating two completely different things. U.S. soccer needed to and finally did support the women in the right way, but we need an investor, in my opinion, on the men's side. And by the way, there's lots of wealthy people in the world who donate lots of money to lots of things. There has to be wealthy U.S. billionaires, millionaires, whatever, who are willing and would like to invest that kind of money as well and be a pioneer the way Michelle Kang is. So we agree on some things, but I think you're conflating two different things there.
Fair. Well said. A little heat. Don't mind it. Well done, Bethany. Challenge LD. That's what I'm talking about.
You can challenge. Keep me honest. It's fine.
Okay. Here is a question for both of you from Twitter or X, depending on who you are
Twitter,
and what time
Jordan.
of day it is.
Okay.
It's whatever we want it to be.
Last week you told me it's not X and to call it Twitter.
He did say that.
No, I said it's not. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm flip-flopping. Bethany struck a chord.
Bethany got
all right,
you.
I'm still like, okay. All right, fine. It is
call
called
what you want.
It is called Twitter.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. It's how the world works.
Okay,
nowadays.
so on whatever platform that is, George asked, can you ask the guys why in the world CONCACAF still exercises the away goal rule in the Champions Cup? If UEFA got rid of it, why can't we?
I mean, it's a good question. I tend to like the away goal rule, but maybe that's just because I'm used to it, I guess. So I don't know. I don't know. CONCACAF. I get it, George. I get what you're asking. Sometimes trying to figure out why CONCACAF makes certain decisions is going to take a lot of brain power that will ultimately be fruitless. So I don't know. I don't know the answer to it. It's a great question. I don't know the answer to it.
For all the things we want CONCACAF to change and do, and now I'm to the point where I'm like, don't ever change. Like, just do CONCACAF because it's fun, dude. I'm just now that I'm not in it. When I was in it, I was like, this is a disaster.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, let's go, dude. Like, let's just madness.
I love it.
Let the chaos ensue.
Okay, this is a great question, and I'm very excited to read it. This question came to us via email from Joey, who would like you to know that he is 7 years old.
All right, Joe.
Landon and Tim, what is your favorite memory from your playing days?
Great question.
I was hoping Joey had like heat for it. Imagine like a 7-year-old brought some heat. Favorite memory from playing days? Go ahead, Landon.
I mean, Joey, there are so many. So I'm assuming hopefully Joey's a soccer player. If you play enough years, you're going to have tons of amazing memories, like tons and tons. I was just reminiscing. This is one not on the field, but after the 2010 Algeria win in the locker room after the game, because first of all, FIFA, when in a FIFA locker room, there's so much security and it's so hard for people to get into the locker room or be around because of all the obvious reasons, security, etc. I think at one point I walk in and like Reggie Bush is in there, who's a former Heisman Trophy winner. Bill Clinton's in there. All of the U.S. soccer people. There's just random people and within minutes, it's just a party. Everyone's just drinking beers, shotgunning beers, partying. It was the most bizarre scene, Tim. It was so bizarre.
Yeah.
But that's one of I just popped in my head right now. But there's just so many moments where you almost think like this can't be real. And especially the way like our lives started, you're like, this is a joke.
Totally.
Right. So that was an amazing moment.
And to add on to that experience, obviously I was in the locker room and you're so emotionally high after scoring the late goal, the way in which we did, the crazy celebrations. And by the way, give Reggie Bush back his Heisman if we haven't already. Bill Clinton's in there. I think Carlos Bocanegra was captain. So Carlos is captain. He's got his shirt off. Guys are like completely exhausted. We're already like 2 beers deep, which means if you ever played a game and drank a beer afterwards, you're like already buzzed. It's just because you have nothing in your system. And he puts his arm around or on the arm of Bill Clinton and says, just basically gives a speech and says, we'd be honored if you'd have a beer with us. So like Bill takes off his blazer. I'm calling him Bill, he's my guy. And takes off his blazer, hands it to like his Secret Service, right? Rolls up his sleeve and like cracks a beer. And I'm thinking, as Landon said, like, there's no way. There's no way.
This can't be real.
But I think my favorite moment, Joey, is I think of you as a young soccer player, 7 years old. My first cap was in Birmingham, Alabama at Legion Field, legendary Legion Field. I don't know if US has played there before or since. And I think I'm 22 years old. My mom flies into town. She's nervous as hell. Jesus. I mean, she's making me nervous. And, the national anthem plays and you pull that shirt on and you're singing the national anthem thinking like, this is everything I ever hoped for. Yes, I wanted to go to Europe and play. Yes, I wanted to do all those things. But Landon will tell you, and any soccer player will tell you, the one singular moment that they think about before they go to sleep on most nights is playing for your country. And that was my moment. I remember it like clear as day.
Since we have one of our producers on the show, Jordan, make sure you cut out that first part with all the drinking and beers and buzz for Joey. He's gonna be like, "Mommy, what is
Joey when you get to be 21? Just drink responsibly."
It's fine.
Yes,
it's fine, Joey.
But good question, Joey.
Great question.
That was great. Thanks, guys.
JR, thank you.